Everything goes great at the party.
Okay.
And you guys leave together too.
Fire.
So, you and your girl, or you and this girl are back at your place, and things start happening. But you don't have a playlist. You don't have a playlist made because you didn't know it was gonna get down like that tonight. So you got to pick an album. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go put an album on. What album are you putting on while things start happening?
Probably the Grippy Pack.
Grippy pack is
Grippy regular, Grippy slowed down, Grippy start up, Grippy Nightcore.
Do you ever like see those people and this is completely off topic. It is funny how people get when like they know there's a camera around.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? How like you can see certain types of people making sure they get seen by it, or like they start putting on they do a little pose. I see with niggas. I think girls like shamelessly will do a pose, for a camera. But like dudes be trying to do a little look cool stuff. You know this.
Say's the type to hit the bathroom when the photographer gets there. Make sure he's looking straight. Maybe unbutton an extra button.
You going around for that? I don't know if Jose would do that.
It's crazy because I don't think I was in that many photos.
I'm not talking about you. I don't think it's your show.
Okay.
Actually,
I had to bring you into it. I'm sorry.
You felt like I would never.
No. Spencer brought me into it.
Yeah, I brought you into it.
He dragged me into that. I was over here chilling.
You said you got a new shirt, huh? What that look like?
I got a new shirt.
For your party.
Oh man, you should have asked me for pictures. I would have put it on. I would have done a photo shoot, bro. Well, but it's too late now.
I'm dead ass though because I don't know the dress code.
Well, you gotta look at the mood board, bro. I got you a whole outfit.
Yeah, literally, there's a whole mood board.
Let me show you, Miles. You know,
y'all,
it's worth it. It's worth it. Bro.
We're what, a week out? Not even a week out.
5 days.
5 days
4 days
out from the biggest party of the year in Los Angeles.
Yep.
Sexy and sad with Radio is Dead. You know, a little StereoVision partnership too.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?
What do I wear to this?
Look. Everybody look at what Miles got to wear, bro. You see the beanie?
Just put that on screen.
This is Beanie Man.
Beanie Man is crazy.
So he just got to wear the beanie, maybe a leather coat. He'd be good.
Oh, you don't have to put it on.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine, bro.
Yeah, I guess. It's hot. It's too hot to wear leather. It's too hot for that outfit.
Then you could, I don't know. You could wear no shirt. I'm
basically asking, is it a collared shirt event?
Oh yeah. I got a collared shirt.
I don't think I have enough high quality collared shirts is what I've realized.
It doesn't need to be collared shirt. I know it's your event, but Dress to Impress doesn't need to be collared shirt.
Exactly.
But
you know what I mean? Like it should have the same energy as pulling up with a collar on, but I'm probably not going to wear a collared shirt. A t-shirt and blazer, fire Dress to Impress.
Yeah.
You're not doing too much.
Yeah. But that's a blazer.
Jewelry.
A blazer has a collar on it. I think like that's like still, I think that I've just been reliant on having cool t-shirts and hoodies for so long.
Yeah.
As you get a little bit older, it's like, damn, this is not the proper attire for certain events.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I got excited because I went to Nordstrom Rack today. I'm putting you on. I went to Nordstrom Rack. I got a shirt that was fire. It was $14. The shit was marked at like $100. So I'm already stoked, you know what I mean? And then I thought about it.
Stoked is a crazy word.
Then I thought about it.
This dude is stoked.
I can wear this to the party, and then afterwards, I'm going to just wear it to work.
Okay. You wear, I never wear. I don't think I will ever put on a collar to work.
I'm going to just wear it to work.
And thank God for that. A lot of people cannot say that.
Nordstrom Rack is fire. Do you know about Off Fifth?
Oh, I don't.
Is that like Saks Fifth Nordstrom Rack?
It's the Saks Fifth Nordstrom Rack. So it's like it's right in between Nordstrom and Nordstrom Rack. Like they're pulling from a little bit nicer shit, but it's the same level of markdown. So you might not get a $15 shirt, but you might get a $30 shirt, but it might be designer. You know what I mean? It's Off Fifth is a really good store.
Y'all are chatting right now. I might go. You know what I mean? I'm gonna dress up for your event. Make sure I'm done right. You know what I mean? If you're in LA. Go to the Radio's Dead page, you know what I mean? RSVP if it's not too late. It's going to be a packed out event though. And what up, y'all? Welcome back to the StereoVision Podcast.
What's good? Episode 106.
Yes, sir. We moving through it, you know what I mean? Back consistent, back chatting shit with y'all. How we living this week?
We good, bro. Just, definitely in a very transitional period of my life, so everything's kind of up in the air, but kind of just trying to be nimble through the transition, you know what I mean? Kind of be flexible, kind of just move with the waves, with the ebbs and flows of life. Because I have no idea what my life looks like in July, and I'm trying not to let that create existential dread.
Yo, dog, this adult shit is ass.
It's a lot.
It's ass. The last like month and a half, 2 months, you know what I mean? God is great. You know what I mean? To have a job, roof over your head, all that. Very grateful for all that. You know what I mean? That's dope. But yeah, this shit is ass, bro.
It's not fun.
Like you really you have to be on your shit at least a little bit at all times. You know what I mean? Whether it's job, you know what I mean? Like we're at the point where we don't own homes. So that's like figuring out what you're going to do rental to rental. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously like dealing with like relationships, people, like trying not to be a fucking crazy person when you're out in public. Like it's tiring, bro.
It is tough. It is tough. I had somebody asked me a very philosophical question this week that actually helped me deal with all that. Took a lot of stress off my plate. I actually want to ask y'all too, but it does require you step into the streets with me real quick. Are you willing to step into the streets?
Let's take the step.
Take the step. Okay, so the streets, right?
Yeah.
You're talking to a girl.
Yeah.
You guys aren't in a relationship, but like, you know, it's getting there. You guys are getting serious. You know, you've talked for a little bit. You know, actually having each other's number saved, you know, that type shit.
That's like, okay.
Yeah. So
like 5 dates?
Yeah, like 5, probably a little bit more. You know, you're thinking about like making this wifey. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh man, I might do it.
The number save shit threw me off. I feel like I do that.
I save the number when you give me your number.
I would hope.
You're grimy.
So number save type shit. Jeff, the homie Jeff.
Okay.
One of the good homies is at a party.
The guy.
He's on Snapchat. He's on Instagram. He's like, yo, this is lit. He sends you the video first. He's like, yo, this is lit. Like, whatever. You're like, all right, Jeff. We see what's going on. But in the background, you spot that girl and another man. And that other man is feeding your girl a grape.
A grape is crazy. I thought it was going to be so much more.
How do we react?
Feeding a grape? That de-escalated so fast. Like it could have.
No, I mean that's still like
multiple grapes. Multiple grapes.
Hey, a whole vine.
A whole vine.
You should.
How we moving?
Can we change grape to like pouring alcohol in the mouth?
I mean, we could do driving the boat, but I would like to start with grapes.
Pouring a grape seems even worse.
Really? I mean,
than pouring alcohol.
A grape is kind of crazy. But
a grape is very like sexual. I feel like
that's what I'm saying. That's kind of crazy, right?
You know,
it looks kind of weird.
Yeah.
But what are you doing though?
I mean, all I'm doing is I'm adding that to the bank of knowledge. That girl, that woman has no obligation to me. You said we're not locked in yet. Mm-hmm. We're just still talking and going on dates. So, you know, if you, I think, involve her in your reaction, you look bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree 100%.
So I'm adding it to my bank of knowledge. I'm not saying that it's like I'm not necessarily thinking worse about her because of it. But I'm just knowing that this is a woman that when she's not locked down, at least she's entertaining men, which is fine. You're totally allowed to do that. But like, you know, then I'm going back to the drawing board and making sure that's the kind of girl that I want to be with, you know?
Okay.
I don't think I would change anything about, you know, I think I'd continue to go on dates with this woman. It might take a little longer for me to, you know, lock it down.
What about you, Miles?
I agree with Spencer 100%. Like, I'm not saying nothing to her.
Okay.
I'm just like my senses are heightened now. now I'm really like, okay, like how do you move when we outside?
Exactly.
In these type of settings.
The eyes are wide
when
open.
I'm there.
Eyes are wide open.
Yeah. Like I think because I'm a very like I'm a chill dude. I'm not out here looking for signs. I think there's a lot of people when they get involved with people, they're like they're waiting for something to fuck up almost. You know what I mean?
And that is gonna lead to a terrible life.
And I think that's bad.
Yeah.
So I'll be chill, whatever, trusting. I know I'm not on bullshit, so I don't assume you. I'm not gonna assume the worst of you. But once I see something like that, now it's like, okay, we clearly move a little differently. Let me just watch. But yeah, I don't know if I ever want to be with a girl who's would you feed your girl? Grapes in the club?
I might give her a grape.
Why are there grapes in the? I think
I might give her a grape. If we're both feeling good and our song's on, and
can we change
she
it
wants
to like,
all right,
grape?
now we're changing the topic. You brought the girl to the party. You go to the bathroom. You open the door. Boom. He's pouring alcohol into your girl's mouth. Talking about drive the boat.
Yeah, totally different situation.
And then she looks at you. She's like, ah.
No, that crazy sound. They said, "No, we cool. We friends from that point." Which is dope.
We friends though.
Yeah, type shit. You know.
No,
what I mean,
I think
out Tyler.
I mean, you're still not in a relationship with the girl. So
yeah,
like,
but like now there's no chance of that.
Well, for me, I mean, I'm just gonna ignore her all night now. I see that, especially because I know it's toxic. But I'm definitely going quiet. She's not gonna hear from me throughout the party.
Going quiet is crazy.
I might leave. Without her. I might leave her at the spot.
And you took her there?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, no, I forgot.
No. You know what I would say? You know what I would say? What dude is pouring alcohol in her mouth? Can we call him John?
Sure.
I would when it's time to go, I'd go up to her and I'd be like, yo, like I'm about to bounce, but like you should get a ride with John. That's what I'd say. And then we'd have to confront it, and it would be passive aggressive and annoying, but at least she'd either be like, that was nothing, or she'd be like, all right, I will.
You're opening up your door to go left. What if she just makes a scene in the middle of the spot?
Then I bounce. I'm out.
But that's just like.
I think you got to do what the Omelette guy did. You just got to leave.
Yeah.
You can't just leave instantly though.
Nah, but you got to address it. I think you do what Spencer said. You go. You're like, yo, that was uncool.
But you're not with this girl, so why you have to address it? She came with you, so of course you shouldn't just leave without a ride. You should tell her like, if you leave before, you just let her know. Yo,
if I drove her, then I came with her. What are you talking about?
I know I didn't put. That was the part that I had forgot about completely. I thought this was still like the girl that you wasn't really like with, and you just seen a picture or some shit. But like, so you're with this girl, drove her there. We're thinking about wifing, but haven't wifed yet, and another nigga's pouring alcohol in her mouth.
Yeah, and he said, "Drive the boat."
Just for added effect. Yeah,
I'm gonna stay at the party because you can't let that ruin your night. But I'm gonna be flagrant with myself too, and the way I'm carrying myself. I'm gonna get toxic with it because I'm probably gonna go mostly entertain women at the party, and if they're dancing, I'll dance, and if another woman wants a shot, maybe she's riding the boat and I'm pouring. You know what I mean? Like driving the boat. Well, I'm driving.
Yeah, I'm definitely staying and having fun, and then like there's no chance I'm ever with that girl.
I'm probably leaving personally.
Insta.
Yeah.
Osei just wants to be sad.
It's over, bro.
Like that just screams like, because you weren't with her, so you can't be like too messed up over it. But it's just like people she showed you her true self,
and that's. Look, we can't waste no time.
It's a little disappointing. We intro the shit and just got straight to it, bro.
Well, I got another question.
Okay.
If the scenario changing a little bit,
we're gonna get
you go to the party with the girl,
right?
And you guys aren't a thing yet or whatever, but you guys go to the party together. Everything goes great at the party,
okay,
and you guys leave together too.
Fire.
So you and your girl, or you and this girl, are back at your place. Mm-hmm. And things start happening. But you don't have a playlist. You don't have a playlist made because you didn't know it was going to get down like that tonight. So you got to pick an album. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go put an album on. What album are you putting on while things start happening?
Probably the Grippy Pack. Grippy Pack is Grippy regular, Grippy slowed down, Grippy sped up, Grippy Nightcore.
That's crazy. That might be fire. Maybe you should try that.
She like my kick game.
If that's the first thing you hear, just Cole.
J. Cole is actually the only wrong answer. That's the only wrong answer.
I also love that there's no hesitation in the start of that song. So it's literally like as soon as you put just instant J. Cole, fuck the whole mood up.
I feel like she might be like, huh?
No, that was bro, because that's what I was about to say. Like going out of your way to put on music, you have to play some fire because it's about to be very noticeable that it went from silent to noise. So if you play some like shit is teetering, you know what I mean? It's teetering
because you can't play like the obvious.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Because then you look corny. Oh, yeah. Okay, he just went and put on fucking. I don't even. What's the obvious shit? Like super sexual R&B.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, like overly sexual, like '90s do the R&B,
like some Genuine.
Yeah, like Genuine, So anxious. That would be crazy. So anxious to start. Is crazy.
That'd be so wild.
I mean, I think that we're like, what do you think? I don't see. I'm not. This is a weird thing. Like, what you think about like the Weeknd or Party Next Door? That's almost obvious.
It could be cringe.
You know what I mean? Like that's pretty obvious. Like
it's something that used to be on my playlist, but is no longer.
Yeah, like
it could be cringe. Yeah, or like some what would be really cringe? Some Forbats. That'd be crazy.
You know what I used to think?
Is that what the young bulls are doing?
I mean, probably.
That's definitely what's. That just blew my mind. That there's a kid out there really stroking it down to Forbats. Stop. That's nasty.
What is he talking about?
I'm talking about what we're talking about.
Oh, Lord.
Kid out there fucking 6 inches deep, bro. Listening to
We good.
But I do feel like even the music video that he made lends itself to that. You know what I'm saying? He kind of alluded to that.
Yeah. I mean, so shit, I guess, you know what I mean? The actual Perfect Lane might be like some Don Toliver, maybe.
Oh.
Maybe not the new album.
No, because you got to do an
Maybe not the
album,
new
bro.
album.
And none of those
Maybe not the new
albums,
album.
if I hear any like trap,
Yeah.
it can take, because that's something I learned.
What's the Baby Keem song? If that comes on.
Crazy. I stopped, for a while, I stopped playing music.
I don't think I play music like that, to be honest.
You don't? Do you play music when you fucking?
It's been so long.
You know what? I hate you.
It's been so
Because
long.
like that's what I'm saying. Like when you going out of the way to like, I feel you if you're like, if there's lead up, if you set in the mood, different situation, like you might, but like,
I mean, maybe you have roommates and you don't want them to hear
now that's
something.
fair.
God.
Now
You don't
that's
want them to
fair.
hear
Now that's
something.
fair.
So I stopped playing music for a while because I was like, I really figured out that it can take me out of it more than it can put me into it. The wrong song,
Yeah.
the wrong song can disengage me more than the right song can hit. So I got scared of the moment for a while, and it was just quiet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then Kali Uchis dropped Red Moon and Venus.
I hate you.
It's a good one.
That is the perfect album front to back. You could shuffle it. You could play it in order. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, it probably has to be like one of those artists, right? Like a Cali. I feel like the cool kids are probably playing like Omar Apollo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe,
Anyway.
maybe even some
My playlist is, I'll tell you the
What,
six.
that's not cool?
No.
I don't want to know Spencer's playlist.
Here's the playlist.
Yo, you were about to ask. So
Just
yeah,
so
let's-
for when you
let's
hear
let's
hear Omar Apollo echoing through the halls, you know what's going on. I'm playing. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But the playlist is Kali Uchis, Omar
There you
Apollo,
go.
Frank Ocean, Brent Fayez,
Frank and Brent. Cali
Daniel
and Brent.
Caesar,
Daniel, yeah.
Summer Walker,
Yeah.
a little bit of Janae Aiko sprinkled in, and that should set you off.
Yeah. Nah, that's... You got it.
One
Damn,
or two Anderson
should I
.Paak
do that?
songs.
Just because he's Spencer.
You gonna get like this.
Shit. Anderson just gave us new music. How we feeling about the new Nxworries album? Now that it's officially released, because you know Spencer got us that exclusive. Am I on the right side? Yeah. Exclusive Rhymes Like Dimes edition of the vinyl. Yeah. How you feeling now that the project is finally out?
I mean, there was so much anticipation for this. Waited 7 years. The build up was crazy.
7?
Yeah,
Was
since
7
the last
years?
No Worries project.
Wow.
Yeah, the build up was insane. The singles were incredible. So I'm just so glad that I think it delivered on every fucking level.
It definitely did.
I was listening to that shit driving up to Santa Barbara the other day, and I could have shed a tear, bro. I think it might be better than the first.
I was gonna say I don't know if there's a Suede, but but
what's it called? I always forget the name of that one.
which, the one that was already
The last
out?
single.
Oh, you saying from where do I go from here? From here? From here.
From here.
Yeah.
From here competes with Suede. They're on the same level.
Quality wise, 1000% agree. I might even say From Here is better.
Yeah.
But just like that vibe, because I feel like Suede feels like a hit. Like if I wanted to show someone like their best shit and like it was kind of a hype situation, not a hype situation, but like I'm in the car or something.
Yeah.
I might want to play that over From Here. But great album, front to back, easy listen.
Yeah.
And the singles set it up perfectly without being like far and away like the best songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I got gems on the album too.
Man, the track with Earl Sweatshirt that we listened to on stream,
Oh, that was fire.
that shit is unbelievable.
Because I haven't listened yet, but that is a good intro.
Yeah.
To me.
Also, there were, I think, 2 just minute-long knowledge beats
Yes.
with no Anderson on it, and they sounded frighteningly similar to like a young Jay Dilla. Like, I don't know. This shit, some of those beats were better than some of the songs to me.
Out of the Way with Ray.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was fire. She's dope.
Let me look at this track list again. Yeah, I mean, Walk On By is the one that I can't stop playing with Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah.
But honestly, you loop the whole project. There's so much good stuff.
I was going to say it blends.
Yeah.
But easily my favorite drop of the week was Don Toliver.
Really?
It's not close.
So I haven't actually, I haven't listened since our reaction, and I loved our reaction. But tell me why you love it so much.
Inside with Travis Scott is maybe the best song that I've heard in a long time.
I told you that would speak to Miles.
Yeah.
love
the whole
that
messaging, that's
song.
Miles, bro.
That's made for you.
And I also think that like Spencer knows like at my core, like Travis Scott is like, I feel like I don't always like show it or talk about it because we're so far removed, but like 2018, 2019, Travis Scott was like my guy.
Yeah.
Like that's probably one of my favorite artists in general. Mm. And the way that Don Toliver is like a larger representation of my favorite Travis Scott when he's on that slow down druggy shit. And like now Don's implementing like some R&B to it. It's perfect. That song is just great, but then the whole thing is just easy to listen to. I've played it probably like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
It flows.
I can't wait to go back to it. I'm glad we're not doing albums of the year so far today, because I need to seriously sit with that one before I make the list.
Yeah, it's a contender for sure. Yeah. I feel like I haven't listened in order since we listened. I've been just listening on shuffle. No, it's an amazing project. I feel like for me, usually when I'm listening to music, I'm riding around in the car or I'm like cleaning my apartment. I feel like this is great riding around in the car music for whatever mood, whether it's like driving over to y'all's house or hitting the pregame or I don't know, bro. He did something with this one. I don't know if he has the hit that we were talking about, but he did something with this one.
Yeah, I don't think there's a hit per se on this. I think it's just high quality music.
Such a fun listen.
Yeah,
such a fun, engaging listen. In our reaction, make sure to go watch that if you didn't already. We were talking about the structure of the album and just kind of how it's laid out like a traditional vinyl would be, with 4 parts, each of the 4 parts ranging from like 15 to 30 minutes. You know,
they're probably all 4 songs. They're all 4 songs.
So probably more like 10 to 25 minutes, just like, you'll get on a side of a vinyl, and how just breaking it up made it so much more digestible, and how I would recommend this format for every release moving forward. To be completely honest, like I don't see a situation where this doesn't work, where you don't break your project up into an EP or into a series of EPs. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of what they used to do. Yeah. When you would buy records, that's 100% how it was. So
until everyone does it. But I agree with you.
Even when everyone does it, I'm fine with it. I think it's breaking it up more. I think we can talk about runs easier on albums because the artist is curating runs for you.
A little bit. I do think, like, not to say it's not a good idea. I still stand by everything we said in the reaction, but like since I've been listening to the album, running it back, like I haven't really like thought about it. You know what I mean? Just in the streaming era, like I'm like it doesn't really.
Me neither.
It doesn't really do anything for the listening experience. So I feel like it was him trying something, and I think there's a better way to maybe perfect it. Maybe if it was like a producer album, like Metro probably maybe would have done like a transition in between, or even if it was like how Denzel Curry had different vibes for each of the different parts of Taboo. It wasn't perfect.
But what I like about this is it doesn't need to be conceptual. Yeah. And also I think you'll be the first to say you don't listen to music like a normal person. How many people do you think have listened to the Don Toliver album front to back 5 times?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People aren't listening to albums anymore.
But if you're
like people are going to listen to it one time, save their songs, and go. Exactly. So I think for the average consumer that only listened to it one time, I think I could name more moments on that album than I could other releases this year because of the way that it was structured. Because I remember that disc 1 ends with Attention and starts with Bandit. You know what I'm saying? Because those were the singles I'm already familiar. And I remember that disc 4 was kind of my favorite part because it's where it reeled back. And it was a little bit more vibey, a little less rock inspired and kind of more traditional,
Yeah. Shit. Maybe I'm not paying attention because I definitely forgot all of that. I didn't know that it was Attitude then Bandit, but Deep in the Water also. I went back to Deep in the Water.
Great song.
Really slept on single.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the main thing is that Don needs to get his flowers because that hit thing matters.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, and like we can tie this into like the larger conversation of like, do you need a hit to be a top tier artist? Because at this point, Don Toliver has released 4 bodies of work that are really, really high quality. Like, even if they're not your favorite, even if you're not saying 10 out of 10, like this is full length projects that have like no aggressively bad tracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all very good high points. Like, I think he needs to be mentioned with the best people out right now.
But would you say he has a hit record though?
No. I mean, what is a hit?
Oh, we got him.
You know what I mean?
We got him. He said no.
He does have No Idea.
Wow, flipping sides, both of you.
Which has a crazy amount of streams, a crazy amount of TikTok videos created.
Okay, so let's count that then.
I personally don't know if I count it, but that is part of the conversation. It's like, bro, if streaming and sales don't count towards a hit, then what does?
I think, and now here was what I've been thinking about. I lean towards the who gives a fuck side because I think that he accomplished what all young artists when they first get in the game, what I think Tommy Richmond is actively trying to do now. His name exceeds any song. He is not attached with one song. He's just known as dope artist Don Toliver.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, what everyone strives to be known as rather than being known by their biggest song.
So to that point, I believe it was like last summer that I went back home. I think it was around this time. Went back home. He did a show at the Anthem, which is probably like, man, I don't even know how big it is, to be honest. But I know that he did a show at the Anthem at the Wharf in DC, and I know Uzi was also doing that summer. Mm-hmm. It's like, bro, since when are Uzi and Don Toliver supposed to be the same level?
And I was about to say, when you're bigger than a song, people buy tickets because they want to see a fucking concert.
Right.
Like, people want to hear multiple songs. People are like, I want to hear the whole thing. I want to be there for the vibe, for the experience.
So
yeah, go.
We frequently talk about how having a song become bigger than you too early in your career is one of the worst things that can happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're blessed for the success of a hit record, but we can't play both sides and say that and then go and say, oh, Don can't be included in the top tier because he doesn't have like a top 10 Billboard hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't play both sides. So I definitely have thought about it a lot, and I still don't think Don has a true hit because to me, when I'm thinking about a hit, I'm thinking about like week-to-week sales. Not overall streams and sales, but at its peak, like how high did it peak? So I think chart position is probably the best way to truly gauge a hit because, something can sneakily stream like crazy over years and amass more streams than like big hit records. But the thing that like cuts through the noise, I think, is a song that explodes all at once. Pause.
I disagree. I disagree.
Go ahead.
I think that you could definitely retroactively get a hit. For sure. Like after a song comes out and it gains popularity, I think that what you're describing is more of a moment. Like, I don't know how to put it into words because they feel like two separate conversations.
Well, I mean, I think the age-old definition of a hit is a song that's on the radio.
Yeah,
that's
I think
how
No Idea was definitely on the radio.
But what I'm saying is like you're talking about retroactively, and if you're talking about a song that wasn't a hit and then it has its moment and it blows up and it gets put on the radio, then that's still a hit because the week-to-week streams are high for that week.
Yeah, I think No Idea. Then I think Don definitely has something that fits in that category.
Okay.
For sure.
That would have gotten played on the radio. Lemonade was the closest thing. But
Lemonade and No Idea got played a lot on the radio, bro.
Okay, I don't listen to the radio, so I couldn't tell you that.
I mean, what was the peak chart position for Don Toliver? Because right now, just off this one sound on TikTok, it's got 3.1 million videos.
Like, it was in like the 40s, right? 40s or 60s.
I think we said it was like 46, but I think Lemonade peaked at like 11.
I feel like that conversion rate is crazy, bro.
That's a hit.
No. I'm saying 3 million videos and you only peaked at 40. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it feels like people aren't in love with the song. This is a hit record to you.
You didn't play the song. That's a slap. That's what I'm saying. We're getting away from... And this is the slowed version. Wait, does it have 3.1 mil on not even the legit version?
No, this is the legit version.
Okay. I just wasn't sure. Fuck it though. You guys hate Don Toliver.
No. So we're
I'm okay with it.
It's a positive discussion.
We are getting away from the point because we're fighting over Don Toliver, who we all agree is an incredible artist. But I think what we need to be talking about is can you be included in that S tier of artists without a hit record?
Yes, 100%.
I think absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be an album artist.
Yeah. But I think those like album artists fare better than hit artists.
True. What is... Oh, wait, never mind. I was going to say... I mean, I'll say it anyway for the sake of conversation, like, because I actually don't know. What is Frank Ocean's hit record?
Thinking About You?
Yeah.
What's the second?
Nights.
These are like hit, like massive smashes.
Thinking About You.
I feel like
he's got one.
I do feel like he's an album artist because I know he has massive songs, but I feel like people stream his albums the same.
Thinking About You was all over the radio, all over the internet. So
Fair
I think
enough.
that's his undeniable hit. You could definitely say Nights was a hit too. I think it probably streamed better than most hits that came out in 2016. But I don't know if Nights was necessarily heard throughout the streets and on the radio, but I think he's got one with Thinking About You early. I also think like Novocaine was like a borderline.
White is bigger than Thinking About You.
I think Pink Plus White is also some TikTok shit. low key.
Slide is huge. He has numbers, bro. He has. Is that
Yeah,
he has
no,
three
Frank
songs
Ocean-
over a B? Lost is some TikTok shit.
Frank Ocean's undeniable.
But Frank is a great example of why, like,
Wow.
like these songs aren't hits, even though they have 500 million streams. You're not gonna sit here and tell me White Ferrari is a hit, are you?
I wouldn't tell you why.
You know what I'm saying? Like Pink Matter, not a hit.
but
like
how-
the songs
But
can.
why? But why though?
Because I think hit is almost synonymous with moment. And I think this is a better trajectory for an artist. But think about it. These
that's what I disagree with.
These have been amassing probably, 50 million streams since these songs came out every single year. They might not have been hits, but they have longevity. They have staying power and they have replay value.
I consider, and I told you this, I consider a hit RIAA certifications. I think if you go gold, is it gold a hit? Do you want to say gold or platinum?
No,
I don't think either.
definitely like you got to get multi-platinum.
I don't think you have to get multi-platinum. I think if you get one platinum, how many streams is that?
Equal to 1 million units.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with the platinum plaque being a hit record.
I think Slide is a hit record.
Slide is a hit record. Hit records are heard.
Hey,
DJ Khaled said it. Because another great example to me is Tyler, the Creator.
yeah.
If you look at Tyler, I don't think he has a hit. You could say Earthquake. You could say See You Again, but I don't really think Tyler has a hit. But most of these artists with smash records, Billboard top 10s, aren't headlining Coachella, aren't selling out arenas like Tyler's. And that is the headspace that I was in.
I think Yonkers is a hit.
Yonkers was not a hit, bro.
Listen.
Yonkers was not a hit. I don't even want to listen.
I think everyone heard about it. Like it was a moment.
So that was the
It
closest.
was definitely
a
big moment, bro.
I think that was that's the closest thing he has to a hit.
I think that was why is that not a hit?
You could make the case.
I feel you. It's not a hit. It was more of a moment. That's what I'm saying. Do you see like the difference? I don't think the equivalent of a hit record could be like synonymous with a moment, because you can have moments off anything that even end up charting very, very high. But like,
you don't think those are hits?
I think they can be hits.
What's an example of something that had a moment that wasn't a hit? Like a big moment. Because I really think moment and hit is the same thing.
I agree. I think anything that has a moment, that had a moment. What do you count as a? I'm thinking things that had moments that like charted like top 10 though.
Yeah, that's what most of them do.
Right.
Moment makes a hit. The moment makes the hit.
I kind of agree with Spencer. I don't have a rebuttal.
A moment doesn't make the hit. I think there's just other ways to get a hit, but I do think most moments are also hits. I can't agree there, but I don't think all hits have to be moments.
Now, wait.
It's linguistics, because I want to say also that I do think moment and hit are synonymous, but I'm the furthest thing from thinking that hit equals successful song.
Yeah, I agree.
don't
We're on
at
the same
all
page. I don't think that's what you're arguing at all. That's
and
not
I
the
think
argument at
songs
all.
that outstream what I consider hits.
I think I'm just
aren't
putting
hits.
more respect on the numbers, because it's like if this many people are listening to this song and clearly like this song,
It's a great song.
But at a certain point, there's a lot of good songs that don't have a lot of streams. We all know that.
No, that's a great song. A song that continues to stream.
There's a lot of great songs that don't have this many streams, bro.
Okay.
You know this.
So
At a certain point, when you get to a B, you've done something where it's different. Where that's a hit. You got to put respect on 1 billion streams.
I think that's a great song with 1 billion streams. I think there's enough respect there. I don't think you need to call it a hit record.
But now, one question I do want to ask, actually, I'm just going to say it. I do feel like there's more value, because you mentioned Tyler, right?
Yeah.
I think there's more value in being a Tyler than being somebody with like a hit record.
Totally.
Because your fans actually care about you, and they're going to buy merch, buy concert tickets. They're going to do whatever you ask of them.
Yeah.
Basically. Like the cult fan base stuff is way better than having like a hit record.
Yeah,
Would you rather be Tommy Richmond or Brent Faiyaz? It's easy.
Well, it's different.
I mean, that's so different because it's so early for
It's
Tommy.
No, that's exactly it. Because
can't compare.
I saw things going around on the internet that were like, look at who Tommy Richmond has more monthly listeners than, and one of them was Brent.
Yeah, but that's where you have
Yeah,
to put
bro,
things in
but-
perspective.
Because Tommy has a massive hit right
Yeah, but I don't think monthly listeners matter. Like, I want to say, does Brent have a hit record?
now. No.
Does Brent Faiyaz have a hit
The
record?
closest thing he had was Crew.
I think that's a bad comparison because
And it wasn't even his song.
because
but that's a
Brent.
hit record.
I think Brent even though maybe they've been making music the same amount of time, I think Brent got on way earlier and is way more established than Tommy. So I don't think that's a good comparison.
No, it's a great comparison.
I think you
of someone that has
got
a hit
on at the same time.
Because Tommy could be an album artist, and we don't know yet.
Exactly. He hasn't even released his debut album.
I think that's what he's saying. That's it. But Brent Faiyaz, he doesn't have a hit. He definitely does not have a hit.
But you'd rather be Brent Faiyaz than Tommy Richmond.
I mean, Crew is definitely a hit, though.
Yeah, but that's not his song.
I don't know what
his song.
Oh, fair enough. I see.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we're looking at songs, bro. Like, Brent Faiyaz has a lot of really, really great songs, and they're not touching the numbers that Frank was doing. And we'll get off this because we are just arguing in circles. But like, what Frank did is hit status with those songs that have a B. These are great songs that don't have that many streams or even have a lot of streams, you know what I mean? Because 500 million is nothing to laugh at, you know what I mean? But there's a little bit more when you get to a B. You can't downplay a billion.
I'm not downplaying. What I'm saying Frank did was make generational music and some of the best songs that have ever been written.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Bro,
you see what I'm trying to say?
I'm not downplaying it.
You know what I'm saying? What more could
I'm not downplaying it, bro. That's some of the best music ever written and recorded.
That's a hit.
And that is why it has streamed so well over time.
Every hit has over 1 billion streams. If you hit 1 billion streams, you have a hit record.
I don't know about that metric.
What songs have 1 billion that aren't hits?
Is No Idea at 1 billion streams?
No. I think you don't have... No Idea is definitely not at 1 billion streams.
Combined? Are we talking about Apple and Spotify and everything else?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Look up Water.
I feel like that beats your point.
Why?
Because I don't consider that a hit record. And you said earlier...
But I do think it's a hit record.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
So you're changing your opinion.
Yeah, he switched.
What do you mean?
You switch sides.
From what you guys are saying, I agree.
Water don't even have a B. It has about half a B, and that is, I think, the definition of a hit record.
But it's gonna have a B. But Water will have a B, 100%.
Eventually.
Yeah, and it's on its way there. I think there's a lot of songs that I don't think any of those Brent Faiyaz songs you just looked at are gonna hit a B eventually.
But now you're just talking about. Now you're just projecting and talking about things that are probably gonna happen.
You don't think Water's gonna get a B?
Oh, I do.
Logically, I'm using logic, bro. Whatever. Whatever. I don't hate. Something that is probably not gonna. Another artist who won't have a hit record but made a great album is LUCKI. I think that this was his best body of work ever, and I really enjoyed it. Did you guys listen to the album?
I haven't heard it yet.
About it?
I haven't heard it yet, but I'm not gonna lie.
He didn't heard it, but he hates it.
God, bro. I really do want to like LUCKI. I want to be like one of the cool kids. But I just don't.
Like, no, I think that's fair as fuck.
I think he's got some songs that I do like. But overall, I just feel like lyrically, sonically, it doesn't resonate with me the way that I feel like it should.
That's fair. I think
and it's not even on some like, oh, like, fuck that. Like, fuck LUCKI. I just don't like it personally. It's not for me.
I think that this album will change your mind. Because I wouldn't stand on any of his previous albums. Like, if you're not a fan, this can make you a fan. I think if you like it, you'll like it. You know what I mean? I think Sex, Money, Drugs had high points that I'd feel comfortable showing anyone. Tunevert, 2021 Music. I would show those to anybody and be like, these are good LUCKI songs. But I couldn't say that project is great because I don't even like that album that much. This album, front to back, is easily his best work. Really high quality beats, great mixing, high quality like fucking bars from him, tasteful features. Rilo Rodriguez, you like Rilo, right?
I do.
You know what I mean? 2 great verses on there. You know I'm a V's fan. V's was on there going crazy. Future was on there. He gave a great verse. It was really good.
So LUCKI over V's?
That's tough.
Good question.
Project for project. Overall, as an artist, I like more of V's work. Project for project, though, it's early, but I could see this competing with Ganger.
Interesting.
That's how much I like this.
Wow.
Like, I really like this album.
I have to listen to it. You know how much Miles
it's really
Ganger,
good.
Bro.
This is really good.
I look forward to it. I'm definitely a big fan of a lot of LUCKI songs. I have a lot of tracks that I really like. But yeah, I'm with you. I haven't really fully found a body of work. It seemed like the stars were finally aligning for somebody that's been in the game for so long. Like everything leading up to this, the energy was right.
Right?
So I'm excited. Good. I just haven't been in a space to listen to trap music, to listen to that shit in the last couple of days.
The only reason I was just vibing out last night. And I was really like, I had gotten to the point where I was like, I'm listening to everything. And that comes on late at night. It was like the last thing I listened to at night. And I was definitely tired, but I'm like, yo, wait, this is fire. Like, I don't know why I'm enjoying every song, but I wasn't fully tapped in. And then I listened to it this morning when I'm at the gym and everything, which obviously I think is a more fitting situation. Like, if I'm fucking folding clothes, I don't know if I'm listening to this shit. But it was every song, no skips. No skips at all. And like, just I cannot emphasize the production on this is ridiculous.
I'm definitely excited to tap into that.
Other shit, I think Skywater GG, that's another 2-listen thing. Really, really good project.
Yeah, it's interesting. I do want to make the point I made off camera about Skywater. Like, I'm a huge Skywater fan. I feel like when Skywater first emerged on the scene, I was a huge fan of the Jersey Club movement. And I feel like now the whole sound has shifted a little bit. But there was like a low period for me where I wasn't super into the music that was being made. But now it seems like they're having a resurgence. I don't know.
Okay, so like Skywater has been dropping music since 2004.
I actually didn't know that.
No.
That can't be right,
bro. I don't think he was alive.
Right? I don't know.
He's a young guy.
What?
I'm
just looking at the Apple Music. So I guess 2019 is the most realistic then. But a lot of stuff in 2019. So it's. I don't know. I don't know.
They
confirm. I don't know.
Confirmed. They confirmed.
We could cut this out.
Hit the IG.
I don't think so.
Hit the IG.
Check
bro.
the TikTok. I know I checked TikTok last time. I checked.
All you gotta do is hit the IG, bro.
It wasn't in the IG. I checked.
They are they.
I really don't think. I'm 99% sure. Like, they don't go by. I'm saying, like, he doesn't go by they.
They them.
They are they.
Them? I'm checking.
She like my hit game.
I'm checking. Okay, so then like insert every days.
Say they.
Look it, because this I went on the TikTok and said any pronouns.
Yep.
Yeah, but their album was great. I'm a Skywater fan off this now for sure. Never heard a body of work, but I've always just heard rumblings from them. This shit made me a fan for sure. Great production. I know that they produce everything, so tough. I think everyone should go listen.
I got to tap in. I heard the song with Caribou. I didn't feel passionately about it.
Sounds like a different direction.
But I'm excited. I'll listen to the project.
You will get grabbed off track 1.
Okay.
You're gonna love track 1.
Okay.
I would guarantee that. I don't know about you. I think you're gonna like other songs on there.
I think it might. I don't know. From what I've heard, like that one single, I don't know. People are hyping it up.
Rain. I didn't like Rain that much.
It feels. I think it's too experimental. Experimental for me.
I didn't like Rain that much, but it does sound better in the context of the album. Because I didn't like the.
He put Rain on the album.
I'm sorry. Rain on the
they
album.
put Rain on the album.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And it didn't sound like the From the Block performance, honestly. But
interesting.
I don't know. What else dropped?
There was a lot. Are you guys familiar with Jelani R.A.?
Mm-mm.
He had a hit called Stella Brown probably 4 years ago. Hit. I know we just talked about all that. He had a song that kind of helped him rise to a light bit of prevalence in the indie scene. Really, really cool. Dropped like an indie rock, indie pop project. Definitely listen to it. My favorite song on there, what's it called? Definitely listen to it. My favorite song is called...
The fact that we got there before Tommy Richmond is crazy.
What, Jelani?
Yeah. I was like, I know there's something else we're missing before we
I just wanted to shout it out
because Jelani at all.
Because I did listen to this project.
We talk about Tommy so much on the pod, bro.
Yeah.
I think it's a relevant topic.
For sure. But I'm saying we got to make room for other artists, bro.
Yeah. We're 47 minutes in. We made room for these niggas.
Breaking By is my favorite song, but honestly, the whole project, it's called The Sweater Club. It's really good.
That sounds indie.
It's super indie.
That sounds like that's the most indie title I think I've ever heard.
It's as indie as you can get.
The Sweater Club.
Yeah. AG should work with him.
Really?
Yeah.
You think they're aware of them?
Now we're calling everyone they. Who do you think AG is aware of Jelani?
That was proper grammar.
Do you think they are aware of them? Yeah, I'm overthinking pronouns now.
AG Club is never mind.
I'm overthinking pronouns now. AG Club might know the song Stella Brown. It wouldn't surprise me. They seem like they're in on the indie scene.
Do you know Lance Redeker? Do you know who that is?
No.
Let's play some music. Can we play some music?
Let's stream after this and listen to all this music.
Lance Redeker is really good.
Okay, just like random ad. What song?
I don't know. AG Club put me on.
I'll listen to that for sure, bro. Okay. Tommy Richmond. How do we feel? New song.
That was fire.
Is he gonna do it?
Super fire. Super fire.
You think he's got it? Is he next up?
I listened again, and I kind of see what like Jeff was saying though. Like the beginning is like a little like weird. And
wait, so like, does no one remember when I said this bar for bar on the fucking reaction?
Yeah, Miles, but you just be preaching, bro. We don't need to hear
I like the first verse. Personally, I like the first verse. So I disagree with both of you guys.
My takeaway
I'm saying it's not experimental, but it's a little bit off center. I liked it when I first heard it, and then I listened again. I was like, I could see why somebody would be like, oh, this is a little strange. But I'm like, this is Tommy though. This is what he comes from.
I'm sick because you clicked and watched the reaction, so you know. But yes, go check that out. I think that I like this more than $1 Million Baby.
Me too.
I think this leans more into the bag that we want from him, and people who are a little bit more familiar with his sound kind of could have seen coming. But I don't think it was as palatable as $1 Million Baby, which is fine. You know what I mean? Because he already got a #2 hit on Billboard. He doesn't need to go chase another one. He needs to drop a really fucking fire song.
I mean, I think that song will still have its time. I don't know where it's going to hit on Billboard. I couldn't tell you that. But I do think that, I don't know, bro. We need something different in the ecosystem. I think he's providing that.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing.
No, I know you're not disagreeing, but I'm saying I think he can continue having Billboard hits by being himself.
I think he can too. I just don't think that this song is a Billboard hit.
It's not, but that's so okay.
Yes, and
he's not going to hit the top 100.
Oh, he might get top 100. It's not top 25, but that's fine.
Yeah, and I wonder if it could, what is it at right now?
It didn't debut yet, did it?
It's probably got 1 million. Well, I mean, YouTube doesn't.
Oh, you mean streaming? It was trending on YouTube.
Okay. It's not on here.
You can click on the album.
I know, dumb bitch.
Wow.
Whoa. Wow. 1,500,000 is what it's.
He's
at.
doing baby numbers. Just kidding. But I've seen a bunch of comments like with the same sentiment as the one that I read recently that said something like, "Yo, like Tommy Richmond just changed my whole music genre. He just changed what I thought I liked." And I think that lends itself to your point that he is providing something new into the ecosystem, something that he's serving, almost super serving a certain consumer that is starving right now.
And I think he comes from very good music. And I think that he taps into a vibe, a time that maybe, like you said in the reaction, a lot of the new people aren't familiar with.
Right.
A lot of these young kids didn't grow up with Pharrell and hearing all the crazy Neptune shit, that Virginia sound, clips, all that. So I think that he's kind of taken that and made it.
And it's not like you recycled it.
Not at all. Not at all. But that's definitely the inspiration.
I think for this last track, yes. I don't know if I hear that necessarily $1 Million Baby as much. No, actually, that makes sense. I think that makes sense.
I think you hear it in his old music, too.
I think it's also 80s inspired. I think definitely I see Pharrell, but like Osei and I were talking about the demo Bones, and I was like, the closest thing I can think about is Tears for Fears. You know what I mean? And like kind of like some of these glam pop bands in the 80s. So I think he blends influence, but I think on the new track, the most clear influence was Virginia Pharrell clips.
And I think he's kind of just casting that really high quality music net to a wider audience. You know, more people are hearing it, which is good.
Yeah.
I think that this is all things are a go for him. You know, keep doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah, the project better come ASAP.
It is. I think it is confirmed, right? He has a title and everything.
Oh, I think somebody did comment that on our reaction.
Or
ow, something.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for more Tommy Richmond music for sure.
Someone also commented something about listening to the album and then they deleted it.
Oh, I saw that. They said
they were like trained opera singer since he was 10.
Yeah.
Listened to the album last week. Y'all are gonna love it or something like that. But that comment is now deleted. I'm recording that so that we have that on record.
I think I thought he was trolling from trained opera singer.
No, he is.
He's a trained opera singer?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Wow, you'd think he'd be able to sing better.
So someone leaked information.
I mean, but it makes maybe it's intentional.
Yeah, it might be. That wasn't supposed to be hate. I really like the new Tommy Richmond music.
That was a little bit.
Can we talk about new music, or do you have more Tommy takes?
What? No, that's all I have.
Did you guys listen to the Unghetto Laser Dim song?
No.
Mm-mm.
So there's no point in me texting the chat. There's no point in me sending songs to the chat that I think are really good.
I get ignored. I get ignored in the chat too, so welcome.
Not when you send songs. If you send a song, I'll always listen.
Y'all didn't like that I sent that you guys might get drafted.
Oh, that was funny. I'm sorry. I should have hit you back.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Sometimes
you guys literally both ha-ha'd the message and didn't even listen to the song.
I know sometimes that I just be talking, I just be sending things, you know. But I want my friends to see.
I guess it was just those say. Yeah, well, I guess that gives me the opportunity to be the first person fully on the laser dim bandwagon on this podcast.
You got it.
Wait,
I'll claim that.
Wait. Can we not?
I was on laser dim first.
Why?
I literally told you about this. I was literally talking. First of all, there's podcasts when I'm literally talking about laser dim and like, hey, like this is good. And you literally were like, I don't want to talk about this.
I said laser dim was good first.
That's not true.
That's what Miles is doing right now.
I don't think Miles ever like said he liked laser dim.
See how they ignore me?
Did Miles ever say he liked laser dim?
No, wait. What is this called? Laser dim 700 playlist. Miles Hagen.
I see it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what do we mean?
Like them?
I was trying to talk about laser dim on this podcast, and you were like, "Shut the fuck up."
No, you
for sure. When I was talking about how many streams he was doing
what are the dates,
months ago.
Let me see some dates.
Can you see when it was added?
I think you can see when it was changed.
Yeah, look it. What does it say? April 11th, 2024.
April 11th, 2024.
What the fuck are we talking about, dog?
I'll tell you. Hold on.
I like laser dim first.
Only because niggas was trying to be on dick. I want to be the first person. If you would have just talked about how he liked the song, I wouldn't have had to do all that.
Bro,
just so y'all know.
I really hate
just
April
because.
11th. Can I just say?
April 11th.
Can I just say something, bro?
Huh?
It is really funny to me how like, bro, this kid's like 18 and like I get it, but I feel like people are like fighting over like who knew about this 18-year-old. It's a funny conversation.
I've never thought about this. Y'all niggas like to be like, oh, I was putting niggas on. No. Nigga, what, bro? Anyways, continue what you were saying.
But just because you are aware of laser dim and making a playlist for laser dim or whatever you're doing, like that doesn't mean you like it. You work in A&R and work across projects you don't like.
These are the songs that I like, is what I'm saying. I don't like laser dim's overall music, but I like laser dim songs. It is the fact that I tried to talk about this.
You literally didn't. You can find the clip. Go find the clip.
I appreciate it.
I know. You know. I think you're misremembering. You tried to talk about Baby Kia.
No.
You tried to talk about Baby Kia.
Both of them.
Well, you can have Baby Kia. I'll take laser dim.
I think he will be very successful, but I personally don't like the music where it's at, and I'll stand on that opinion. I'm sure in a few years that opinion will be very old and very aged.
I mean, I'll just say
right now I haven't heard a song that I really like. So.
I'm just gonna say, since you guys clearly aren't like, you know, you said you listened to everything before you listened to Lucky, but somehow skipped the new laser dim song. So since you guys aren't really fans, you guys should listen to the new song. It's really good.
You're a fan of laser dim?
Spencer sent us a song.
Yep.
Just
that's all what I am saying. Are you a fan of laser dim's music? Let's talk about laser dim's music then, for real.
No, I mean,
no.
I think
this was. I think the new thing is the best thing I've heard.
Okay.
Spencer's mentioned him a few times in the past like week at least.
Yeah, we've been talking about laser dim.
So, but I was personally telling Spencer, I was like, bro, I really just can't listen to this music because like it's like unmixed, unmastered. I don't understand what he's saying. Like,
he records most of it on BandLab.
And that's the thing.
Earbuds.
I hate to sound like an old head. I know those are old head things to say, but I genuinely don't drive in the car or clean my room and like listen to that type of music, bro. Those are the only two settings where I'm like really in depth listening to music right now, and I just can't do it to that. It's too jarring.
I didn't know it was intentional. Because I agree with you 100%. I think it sounds bad. You know what I mean? Like quality-wise. You know what I mean? Because I think what he's saying isn't bad. Cool flow or whatever. Like he has some bars. But he intentionally is like, it's easier to record on... I think these young niggas have ADHD. Because he's like, I could just record all day and walk around with my Apple earbuds and just mumble to myself. And then so he's on a kid's stream and he's like, the kid's like, yo, so like you don't want to like go in the studio or anything? He's like, nah, I like how it sounds kind of airy. Like the static, you know what I mean, and all that.
I kind of appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate,
he knows what he's doing.
I appreciate more just like the way they're doing things and like breaking all the rules and the actual music. Like I'm glad he's successful. He just did what is it called? Lyrical Lemonade Summer Smash in Chicago. I saw a lot of people there. Like I think it's dope what he's doing. I don't think the music is for me, but I don't think that means I can't support him as a person.
And I know a bunch of rock groups obviously put out demos to their more popular songs, so it's been a thing for a while to kind of like this rougher sound of music. But I think we really got to give credit to X in the hip hop world for really popularizing, not only releasing a demo, but releasing a whole track that sounds like that. Because I don't think people before that were really intentionally going for that sound, but then Look at Me came out, You know what I'm saying? And it changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Sometimes it's good to not know no better. You know what I mean? Because I think that's literally what it comes from. It's like, yo, this sounds fire to me. This is the max I could do with my means currently. I'm gonna put this shit out, and like, you know, if the quality will always shine through talent. I think that's an example of talent shining through past quality.
It's kind of interesting to me how like someone like Ski Mask though can't really catch the wave again, even though he's like the inventor of that sound. You know what I mean? Or at least one of them. But I do think he released his first album in like 6 years, so he hasn't been consistent. You know, and there's reasons for that for sure. But like music wise, like you have to be consistent with the project. So
and it seems like he just has like a different vibe. Like I think that the vibe he's going for from like production and who he works with as like, you know, it doesn't seem like he wants a traditional hit, you know?
Ski's music is super niche.
Yeah.
It only appeals to a very small portion of people, so he'll never be like a hit maker, you know? But that's fine. I think he serves them. Mm-hmm. I think there was a lot of I think these last 2 weeks have maybe been the 2 best weeks of the year for music, because I think we should just talk a couple more singles. You know, like let me look. What is it? I really liked the new Toro y Moi single. Chaz Bear is back for the first time since Mahal, which was his album that he released, I believe, 2 years ago, with a song called Tuesday. Definitely worth a listen. It's kind of like Y2K inspired, kind of alt rock that was in the early to late 2010 or 2000s. And he does it really well. I think he's just like an incredible musician. So definitely check out the new Toro y Moi song. Cruza. Do you know Cruza? You know Cruza?
I'm so sorry, what?
You know Cruza?
No.
Okay. Cruza dropped a really great song called First Time. It was maybe my favorite
he has
song.
music out, right? See,
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard that name. I've never listened to the music.
He had a song do pretty well called...
I'm just saying.
Sorry. We can wait. It's all good.
Go. Sorry.
Looking at Drake on your phone?
I went full Osei. You know what I mean? You see the difference?
Did you guys listen to the new Draft Day song?
Yes. There's a video, right, too?
Yeah, up in my rank.
It's cool.
Did you hear it?
I'm behind, bro.
The new Draft Day song.
You guys send me a
really
list
good.
of things I need to listen to, bro, to be honest.
You can get my playlist every week. I make a playlist every week. I'll send it to you.
Just yours?
No,
Miles hides his songs and
wait, is it just yours, or are you talking about
it's
ours?
just mine.
Yo, send it to me.
I stopped doing ours. Ours was too much work for me. I hope you guys know I stopped doing the new music list every week.
So that's never happening again.
No, that's way too much work.
Okay.
I can't handle that and social and weekly. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about the new updates.
Yeah.
I was like, you just asked for weekly rotation. What are you talking about?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, I was like, wait, huh?
No, the new releases, I couldn't handle that. But I'll keep doing weekly rotation.
I knew that. I was like, wait, so we're never doing weekly rotation?
No. Weekly
That's my favorite thing. Make sure to go tap into that on Spotify.
The new Draft Day song is fire. I think a lot of people that were fans of Draft Day and fans of Concrete had problems with his performance on the tape. Yeah. Not per se problems, but nobody was out here saying that Draft Day was the MVP.
It was lackluster.
It was.
It wasn't lackluster. It wasn't lackluster.
It was.
It wasn't. It was good.
It was. He's better than that.
Rank their performances on the Concrete tape. All the members.
That's so difficult.
I don't think it's that hard.
That's so difficult.
DC2 Trill.
Number one.
I like DC2 Trill.
He
I thought
beat out
Camo
Yachty.
did good.
Huh?
I thought Camo did really good. I'd probably go DC2 Trill, Yachty, Camo.
I agree. So I'm saying I think the rankings were obvious.
But I think Draft Day and Caribou performed about the same.
Kara did better than Draft.
Draft Day had some really good verses. I think that I'm coming from the perspective of that I didn't hate the new voice. It took a lot of getting used to, because I think I've always liked Draft Day the most, honestly.
So that's what I'm saying. I think we all agree that Draft Day is maybe the most exciting to us, or one of the 2 most exciting, but we all agree he was bottom 2 on the project. So that's like, I think it was just really good to hear him make great music again. That sounded like hate. It wasn't hate. I like the album a lot.
Because I think that the thing with him is that straightforward rap doesn't break through anymore. You have to have something about you, you know? And I think that he was trying to find something that's going to differentiate him on the track.
Yeah.
And I think that because he implemented a little bit now, but it does seem like he's a little bit more in control of it. It's a little bit more laid back. I feel like before it seemed like you could tell he was trying something new.
Yeah.
And I think it was just funny to be like, this is the biggest moment of like the entire shit. And you're trying this.
You're not just going to do what you do well.
and we've heard a million great songs from you. But even though it sounded a little off at first, the bars were still there and the flow was still there, which I like from him. It was literally just a voice that I never heard from Draft, and I'm like, why the fuck are you doing this? But
I can see that. I can see that.
Very good song. New Normani dropped. I was sad. I really had high expectations for the project, especially after I saw the features. It's very straightforward R&B. She got a Cardi B feature on there. James Blake, Gunna. I don't know who Star is.
The only song I listened to was the James Blake song, and it was okay.
You know,
Gunna bodied her on her own song.
159 is a really dope song. I like that in general, but everything else didn't really hit for me. Maybe I got to go back and listen again. But on my first listen, it was like, and I think I want to talk. I wish. Can I do a hot take? Can I say my hot take now?
No.
Damn, but it's so relevant.
We'll move on. Did you guys listen to? Did you guys listen to Byron?
He gets in his sassy bag.
No, you can't do your hot take now.
Sassy.
You can't do your hot take now.
Wait, how's he being sassy?
No,
that was a little sassy.
It wasn't sassy. I'm just running shit around here.
It's a little sassy.
I'm just running shit around here. Did y'all listen to Byron Messia and Lil Baby?
No.
Okay, you're allowed. You did?
I did.
What'd you think?
That transitions straight into my hot take. Actually,
you can't do your hot take either.
Wait.
No. You never have hot takes. Don't use it. Don't use it. Don't use it. You don't get to do your hot take.
We've done mid-episode hot takes before.
No. But the fact that he has one ready is such a special occasion. We better save it for the end.
We've done mid-episode hot takes before.
We're talking about Byron Messia and Lil Baby. Don't say your hot take. We don't even have to talk about the track if you don't want.
You see, I feel like he's power tripping right now.
You guys want to do hot takes right now?
Lil Baby.
You guys really want to do hot takes right now?
Is going to have a huge 2025, but
God, you know that's his hot take.
In order to have a huge 2025, he needs to make a Close Friends Part 2. We don't want to hear Lil Baby talking about getting money, hopping on the flight, doing this, money. We need to hear about his relationship status. We need to hear about how he feels about what's going on in his current life. we need the tea from Lil Baby.
I agree.
We need Close Friends Part 2. Lil Baby, if you're hearing this, make that. You will have an amazing 2024, bro. But we can't hear the hustle music anymore. But you will have a big 2025 if you do that. I
agree. I fully agree. I need a song literally called White Party about how Michael Rubin hugs make him feel. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to hear.
Whoa.
That's what I'm trying to hear. Like, how does that make you feel, baby?
I did not.
How did Lil Baby get into the White Party?
That's what I want.
No, I agree. I think that to get a big single off, especially, nobody's gonna. I think we all know the Lil Baby hustle music. We've heard it. You know what I mean? I would like it on a project. You know what I mean? Still make your album cuts that, but yeah, if you want to drop singles and heat up for that, you definitely need to get some R&B influences. You know, take from Gunna's bag a little bit.
Or you could beef with Gunna. Either one.
Beefing with Gunna will not help. Not even to say like Gunna would body him. Just like what is that gonna do?
You're funny. He said, or you could beef with Gunna. All right, I like the take, bro. Yeah, we don't want to hear that hustle music no more. Right? I'm definitely tired of Lil Baby. So like, give me a new baby. Reinvent yourself, baby.
Give me a new baby.
Even band for band, I feel like that song is not really gonna help him. I think it'll like
that song will definitely help him.
I think it will.
People just like Central C.
I think it might uplift him in terms of like, all right, like now people are like streaming Lil Baby again a little bit, but he needs something different, bro. Band for Band is a meme, and Central C lives off memes, but Lil Baby doesn't really. I don't know, bro. He needs a Close Friends Part 2. That is my take.
So can we go back to my question, or are we doing hot takes now?
No. You control my hot take.
Yeah, you shut that down right now.
Yeah, let him control you, bro.
You know what I mean?
You gonna take that from the white man?
You see?
Sorry, my bad. That's on me. That was inappropriate. That was inappropriate.
You see?
I co-sign it.
I gotta read the room. Say, did you like the Byron Messia Lil Baby song?
Yeah, it was really good.
I really liked it too.
I liked it a lot.
I thought it was super dope, and I don't know. I didn't go in expecting to like it. Did you? You didn't hear it?
I didn't hear it.
No, it was good. I listened to it on the way here though for the first time.
It's cool though.
And I don't know why. It just was like I was thinking about Lil Baby.
Baby fit the vibe well, because you know how Gunna did Blessings.
Yeah,
with Victor Thompson.
Yeah.
Baby kind of got on his Afrobeat shit. I feel like Byron is a little easier to adapt to than Victor Thompson, but I think it was perfectly in pocket for Baby, and it sounded great.
Yeah, man.
I haven't heard Byron in forever. That's the one. Like I really liked him. I like his music. I like his vibe. I feel like I need more from him.
They should have just dropped nonstop,
Agreed. After Taliban,
but they didn't.
Didn't he drop? I thought he dropped some shit and it wasn't a vibe. Let me see that.
Maybe that was the only one he had.
nobody's heard of him since Burna Boy literally took the song.
Right?
Literally
Like,
released it as a Burna Boy song.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was insane.
Nigerians, man.
Nippa. We've talked about Nippa on this podcast before. We've been fans for a long time. Industry, all right. Empire Freestyle. The new song is
That's
probably
the name of his project.
Industries.
Industry Street.
Yeah.
That's an insane title.
It is
That's an
crazy.
insane
It is
title.
crazy, especially for an R&B singer. But Empire Freestyle to me was maybe my favorite track I've heard from him since I found him was Situation.
Yeah.
So to me, it's some of his best work. I liked the Larry June track, but I like this one a lot more.
Yeah, the Larry June track was cool. It was just, I don't know. It was like a little too laid back. I feel like he maybe it wasn't a crazy vocal performance from him, but I think Nippa's waiting to break through. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know. Because it should have happened, to be honest.
You know, I said he was a breakout artist of 2022.
Okay.
It's been years since
you know
I had
what
that
I'm saying? Okay, now I have to do my hot take because it does represent. I think that R&B is the least cared about genre right now. Like, it doesn't matter. It feels very irrelevant right now, to be honest. Like, R&B music is not...
So hear me out. Is R&B as a genre not cared about, or are the players not particularly exciting right now?
I think a little bit of both. For sure. It just doesn't feel as splashy as the other genres right now, and I don't know why.
This guy in one of his other hot takes was talking about Money Long is going to be a star. And you're talking about
I said
R&B
Money
is
Long
irrelevant.
is going to be nominated for Best New Artist.
And you're talking about R&B is irrelevant?
No. I think his take is valid.
How is that?
How is that valid, bro?
What is one like super fire R&B release this year?
Nobody loves me like you.
Yeah, so my take is valid.
You also
and
love
nothing
Four
else.
Bats too. So what's going on?
I don't love Four Bats.
You
I think
do.
I just don't hate the kid.
You do, bro.
I'm not going to be negative to him. I think that he has
do.
potential.
Let's
And I
talk
think
about it.
he
Let's talk
was
about
moving.
it because
He was the coolest thing though to happen to R&B in a very long time.
Usher just did the Super Bowl, bro. What are we talking about?
And what did his album do? Nada.
nobody heard it.
It's also
Nada.
Usher. So.
The closest
Nada.
thing to cutting through for R&B this year, I think, was Bryson Tiller.
Yeah, and
I
that
think-
shit died quick.
And that shit died.
What about Brent Fayez?
What is
That
he
was
doing
last
this year?
year.
Was it?
Larger Than Life? Yeah.
Wait. When did it drop?
End of last year.
Last fall.
That's sad.
I mean, you could say party, but I don't think that shit did what it was supposed to do either.
It didn't. I don't think that people care about R&B. I love R&B.
But okay, so
But-
perfect.
yeah.
As someone that loves R&B, did you love these projects from Bryson Tiller and Party Next Door?
I really liked songs. Like, I think the best songs from Bryson Tiller are up there and some of my most listened to tracks of the year. And are like, when we have that conversation, I'm going to include them in that. Same with Party. I actually went back and listened to P4 today because I was prepping for the albums of the year list. And like, that's in contention, quality wise.
Okay.
And like, for me personally, you know what I mean? I feel like I want to throw the hat in the ring, at least for like an honorable mention. But I don't think the general public cares about R&B because so many of the best elements of it have been incorporated into rap music and pop music to where it's like, I don't really need this kind of straight up down the middle R&B. Like, I think it's dead for that. Like, Coco Jones dropped a song like that was very just down the middle R&B, and I'm like, this is a good song, but like in 2024, I don't think anyone cares about this.
Well, I do think Afrobeats is also taking this.
Yes,
too.
yes, 100%, 100,000,000%. The feeling that niggas used to get from R&B, they're getting satisfied by Afrobeat now,
That's a good take.
which is like,
Satisfied.
it's not really bad, you know, because like it's still a high quality of music and it's dope to see people winning. But I do miss when like R&B music could be played outside and was heard in the club. I think we need more high energy shit now, you know. Niggas don't want to hear ballads anymore, I guess, but you know, it is what it is.
I hear your take, and I think it's probably valid, especially with Afrobeat, because we just heard Thames and Ira Star like lean further into R&B than I've heard Afrobeat go before.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at that. I also don't think the traditional players are performing like they need to gain interest.
Yeah.
Because I think you know, a genre is only as interesting as your top performers. And we were doing the album of the year list, getting ready for today's episode, and I don't think I have an R&B project in my top 5 at least.
But if you were the top 5,
Most years, yes. Most years, I have a couple R&B albums.
What was it from last year?
Brent.
Oh yeah, you are a Brent Faiyaz fan. But I'm like
Omar the year before.
Ooh, is that R&B?
Yeah, the last project, Ivory, was definitely R&B. To me. You're the head here, so you tell me.
I'm not. I don't hate that. Is Frank Ocean make R&B music to you?
No, he makes psych pop to me.
I hate when you put psych in front of the psych.
Wait, can we go back to that? Miles is the head, like he's in charge.
No, I meant R&B head. He is the authority on R&B music out of the three of us. I'll give it to him, even though you think that fucking Jodeci is one of the best albums ever. But I mean,
y'all don't like Jodeci?
I like Jodeci a lot.
You know,
it's not a fucking top 10 album ever.
I'll admit when I don't know the most about something. So when we talk about R&B or we talk about Afrobeat, I have my opinions and I have what I like, but I don't think that I know the most. You know, so if you think they have, you know, you can have it, but I don't think they have.
No, I don't think they have, and I don't think there's any like new people in it that are super exciting. There's some maybe names, you know, that Baby Kira kid might do it. I think Opal, he sings. But yeah, a lot of them are just rappers, and a lot of them don't have strong voices. And I think niggas like Brent made it like you don't need to really be able to sing crazy anymore.
Yeah,
just have a cool vibe, talk shit.
I got a question. Do you know Amber Mark?
Yeah.
Do you like her?
I think she's a really good writer. I'm not listening to her. It's fucking there's a million people who make music of that quality. You know what I mean?
Did you hear her new song that came out this year?
No.
So I've been a fan of Amber Mark.
Who did she write for?
I don't know. I just know her as the artist, but I've been a fan of Amber Mark for a while. I think she used to do like dance pop better than anyone. Like it was kind of really house inspired when she was dropping music in like 2017, 2018. But she dropped like to me like R&B song this year, and it's one of my favorite songs of the year. So I don't know. I just wanted to see if you were listening to the new stuff.
Shout out Amber Mark. Yeah, I don't know. I thought she wrote for somebody. Could be wrong. Okay, time to laugh. Guys, Complex dropped.
Wait, we're done with new music?
What new music else? We are an hour and 60 minutes into new music.
Do you guys like Igwe Aka?
Igwe Aqua. Put the people onto the song.
Igwe Aka is fire. Bruiser is one of his best songs, just came out. You guys like Duckworth?
Yes.
Grayscale?
Okay.
Fire!
Who is the funniest person on the internet right now? Osei.
I think Complex got it right. It's Druski.
Who do you think is the funniest person on the internet right now?
I think Complex got it right. It's Druski. Who do you think is the funniest person on the internet right now?
I don't know. I don't know if it's Druski, though. I do like Druski.
You need an answer if you're going to dispute Druski.
I'll take Funny Marco. I'll take Funny Marco over Druski.
That's so wrong. That's so wrong.
That guy is so unfunny.
That's so wrong.
Unfunny? You think he's unfunny?
You think he's the funniest person on the internet?
Damn, that was a cop-out answer.
Bro, Druski is hilarious.
Who makes me laugh the most? I like the Vince Staples. Oh, this Tra Rags, guys. Tra Rags is funnier than Druski.
I mean, how do you feel
videos?
You feel like it's respectful to call Vince Staples a comedian?
No. I don't think they called him a comedian. I think they titled it perfectly. Funniest people.
They looped him in with a lot of
he's funny, but he's funny on the internet.
Hey, to bring you guys all here, we're talking about Complex dropped a list. It was the top 20 funniest people on the internet.
Yes.
And they had Druski at the top.
Yeah.
Some other notable names. They had Funny Marco.
So the top 5. We'll do the top 5.
Yeah, do the top 5.
Druski at 1, which isn't a bad pick. Is a really good pick.
It's the right pick.
Ben Dadon, number 2, which I disagree with.
Number 2.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Mark Phillips and RDC. Shout out. They're fire.
Swap.
Love that they're getting their shit.
Swap.
I would agree with that. Tra Rags, who you guys know him, right?
Yeah.
This nigga's hilarious,
He's
bro.
really funny.
And number 5 was Theo Von, which I wouldn't have even been mad if he was number 1. You know who I've been thinking is hilarious?
Who?
And like I'm definitely late. Shane Gillis.
Yeah, Shane Gillis is funny.
Shane Gillis is fucking hilarious.
I was listening to his podcast with the other guy when I went to Thailand. He's pretty funny.
But yeah, like Marco 6, I don't know, Desi Banks. It's some good people on here. I think that internet comedy has taken a turn for the better. I think it's funny how like most of these are black people.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious, bro. It's very, very it can get corny sometimes, which is why I have some qualms with some of the people at the top. But I do think that Druski being number 1 is probably the right answer, especially after we've seen him do the streams, do the show, while also doing his regular content, and all of it is kind of hit. He did the Could Have Been Records thing, which is huge. So I think Druski puts himself out there and hasn't missed, which putting respect on his name, he should be number one.
Bro, Druski is hilarious.
He should be
As somebody
one.
that didn't, I'll be honest and say I don't know half the people on this list. I'm not super ingrained in sketch comedy, social media comedy.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, nobody makes me laugh harder than Druski.
Yeah.
To me, 1 and 2 are Druski and Theo Von. To me, those two are clearly the funniest people on this list, in my opinion.
I think one thing I respect about Druski too is that a lot of other comedians like work with artists or use famous people to like rise up. I think Druski really got it out the mud and just like was making skits that were relatable.
Yeah.
I think he continues to do that. Obviously, once in a while you see artists in his videos, but it almost feels like they need him more than he needs them.
I don't think he's relying on it at all to be funny.
Exactly.
And that's why I heard you guys kind of allude to it, but I'm like, why is Ben Dedon too? Because I don't think Ben Dedon is that funny, and I personally only know Ben Dedon because of the Drake video.
I think Ben makes very niche humor that like relates to like, I don't know, there's like a subsection of black culture that he relates to. And I think that he wouldn't have gotten out of that if Drake hadn't like put him on tour.
And I think at his high points, I think he could be there. Like when he's really funny, it's great, but I think he's one of those people that I think is definitely missed a couple times.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why I'm like a little hesitant. RDC has been at it for forever.
Yeah.
And I think respect needs to be put on their name because I think it's really for all ages. Like in a lot of different niches, because like they have their whole like obviously like they're doing like skits for Kendrick and Drake. They do basketball, they do anime, long form content with like they like have anime debates. They're in the streaming world now. Like I like that they're all together. Shout out Mark Phillips is also dope. He's one of the like leaders of this shit. He's trying to do like a production studio. They do full ass like TV shows and things like that. That's
cool. They're
really creative. Do you think this era of internet comedy is better than Vine?
Yeah.
I think this is Vine Part 2, Vine Phase 2.
Damn,
I think all this internet comedy is born from Vine in a way. You know what I'm saying? Vine was a test run, and they don't necessarily need one platform to be funny or to experiment or to make people laugh.
There was nobody on Vine close to as funny as Druski. There wasn't.
There wasn't. I agree with you, but there were random videos from unfamous people that were funnier than Druski videos. Like
just like there are on TikTok.
Yeah.
Just like
you know what I mean?
TikTok.
I think that was the
If
beauty
we're
of-
talking about creators that are making a living off of being funny on these platforms, Druski is the best I've ever seen, bro.
I agree.
From the Could Have Been Records shit and the show that we all watched in the living room, even though it's ridiculous
that shit got
and
bad. That shit
insanely
got bad
stupid.
after episode 2.
Yeah. But he is funny, and I don't know. I just want to talk about Theo Von too. Because personally, because he's white. I want to talk about him because he's white. Personally, I think he also could have been one. Those two are a switch for me because when Druski sat down on the Theo Von podcast, it was hilarious, but Theo was killing Druski the whole time.
He bodied him.
And it was the only time I've ever seen Druski like laugh more than be laughed at on a live stream podcast or skit.
I think it's different because that's why I put respect on Funny Marco's thing too, because long form is difficult. You know what I mean? Streaming is a different beast. You know what I mean? I don't even compare it to, but like long form sit down interview style funny while also being able to weave in asking questions. That's very tactical.
Theo Von is also willing to sacrifice himself for the sake of the joke.
Yes.
Like, he's not afraid of being canceled. He's not afraid of saying something that's on his mind. And I feel like that unhinged humor like gets to people because they're like, oh wait, I don't really want to go there. Or did you really just say that? Like I don't think Druski. I think Druski says some things that are out of pocket. I think Theo Von will just like go all in.
Yeah, and I think also like Druski looks up to Theo because Theo Von is funny on the internet, but that's a real comedian.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like none of these other people. Besides, I can't even remember. I don't think anyone else on the list is an actual comedian.
Like stand up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that most of these people, if you saw them do their own stand up, a lot of them have tried. Like there's funny moments, but it don't hit like a whole Theo Von stand up special is gonna get anyone laughing.
Yeah.
He's different. I would have thought this nigga Andrew Schultz tries to be on here. You know what I mean? I think he kind of fell off.
I don't like Andrew
he's
Schultz.
So unfunny,
Yeah.
bro.
I
He's not even
I do not
unfunny.
like Andrew Schultz.
He's just weird, bro.
He fell off.
I was late to the party, and I watched one episode that I thought was funny, and then I went deeper, and I'm like, ooh, I don't really like you. You make me feel kind of weird with your little mustache and your little haircut.
The haircut, bro. Pre this crazy haircut, Andrew Schultz, he was really funny.
Really? I'm honestly not familiar with this game.
Before that, I mean, remember, Flagrant 2 in the early days was actually a really good podcast. I used to really enjoy that, but then they kind of, and not, I'm happy for their success. You know what I mean? It's dope that, you know, niggas is clearly getting way more money than they was getting before. So like clearly something's going right. But it blew up and it did kind of get more shock value-y. Just, yeah, it does make you a little uncomfortable. It sucks.
My problem with his podcast is, and I honestly have watched all of 3 episodes, if I'm being honest, and am late. So I'm not like an expert by any means. But from what I've seen, my problem is as much with him as it is with his co-hosts. Because I don't think he is particularly funny. But I also think his co-hosts just suck his dick the whole time. And it makes for an unwatchable episode. It looks like he's surrounded by like 3 yes men that will literally just emphasize whatever he says. And all I want is a countering point.
Have you seen him on Brilliant Idiots with Charlamagne?
No.
You haven't seen Brilliant Idiots at all?
No.
It's not in their prime also before this happened. That's a very good back and forth because it's so different. Like, so Charlamagne will go at him and challenge him. So when that's good, that's of quality. But yeah,
I'll watch that.
Even that, it fell off a little bit. I don't know.
You kind of started on it, but is there anyone else that you guys thought maybe should have been included on the list somewhere, but was left off?
I'm happy. I don't know. I was happy to see Lou Ratchet get on there. I think Lou Ratchet is real life funny.
Yeah. I only really know him from that one video.
Your man.
Oh, actually, no, it's 2. I think he's like, "Where your mom's at?"
Yeah. Where your mom at? Where your mom at?
He's got some legendary like clips.
He's fucking funny. I went down. He got me on YouTube Shorts one day, and I was scrolling crazy. I'm trying to think who I wish was on here, and I think they got everybody.
They did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I mean, there's some streamers that are funny, but this is everybody. That was a good list for Complex. Complex has been on a little roll. Oh no, Apple did that music list actually.
Yeah. But I mean, looking at them, you see Druski, you see Kai. We were watching it before we came in here. Did you guys watch the live stream with Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I mean, I think Kevin Hart impressed me because I've been off Kevin Hart, and like we saw in the first live stream, he was really good. And I think that just with Druski, it was same type of energy. I was surprised that he was able to be on the entire time because that's an old man, a 44-year-old man, so small, which was hilarious to see. But yeah, they killed. I thought him and Kai have really just incredible chemistry together.
I mean, Kai literally looks like his son.
They'll be
man. That was the thing I thought. I was like, yo, is Kai just like a 22 or whatever, 23-year-old Kevin Hart?
100%. I think Kevin Hart is dope. Because even though Druski isn't like obviously doesn't look the same as him, but like he's mentoring them.
Yeah.
I think you see it in moments clearly that he's like, he does in a funny way, but he does give them their flowers. Like he seemed very dope to be around.
He did. And funny. He was like, I was expecting to be like a little bit cringe just at Kevin Hart being older, being on the stream. Normally, no matter how funny and no matter how great you are, you come off as old.
Even rappers seem cringe on these streams a lot of the time.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
This was one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time, bro. The clips from this were absolutely hilarious.
And with him, it was like, I think the easy way to go with this, if you want to be like safe and comfortable, is like almost like self-deprecating humor or like just pointing out obvious things. Like Kevin Hart was making like just in general, if you want to do good on these streams.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's easy to kind of just like make fun of yourself almost and it's exaggerated. Like Kevin was making real jokes. Like Kevin was like, he was throwing jabs that were very timely. He's comedic. It was real comedy. There was like real comedy elements to what he was doing. And it's like, wow, you're a real life funny person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It was a dope performance by him.
And seeing him do the dance, bro, and not look terrible. Like when they were all doing their little steps, bro, it was funny as fuck.
Bro, yeah, he's jacked. That's what's crazy.
He looks like an old man, bro. You could tell by the fucking workout regime. Yeah. Like he doesn't look like a young Jack guy. He looks like a dad, like a strong dad.
Are you kidding? Kevin Hart is like a 6-pack, bro.
Strong dad. Ripped dad.
I agree with Spencer though. He's looking like a strong dad.
When you get into a certain point, your shoulders just get kind of big, and you kind of look like you just accomplished tasks.
You can't look like a young person after a certain age, bro.
No, he didn't look young.
He also had the beard, the gray beard.
No, he looks old as fuck. But I was like, I don't know. I don't see many old successful people. I feel like you get old and successful, honestly, and you start eating good. Like, or if you're like a rapper, like you be like doing drugs and shit. But like Kevin Hart looks good for 44. I'm happy to see him in good health. I think that's what it is.
I'm gonna be honest though. If you are that rich and that successful, why do you not have a trainer, bro? You can work that into your schedule.
I agree. You don't have to. You don't have to work for a living, bro.
You could pay what? You could pay like $50K a year for a trainer.
I have no sympathy for rich people that are out of shape.
I don't think they want sympathy. I think that it's just easy. I think some niggas just aren't about it.
If you're rich, bro, get about it. It's so important. And I understand if you have to, we're talking about the fucking Maslow pyramid, of needs. So I understand if you're still trying to fulfill food, water, shelter, money. But once you ellipse that.
Have you played sports your whole life, though, like growing up? You know what I mean? I think there's some people who were never active.
But it doesn't matter. You should see the value in being physically fit. Bro, and you should understand why it's important to stay in shape.
I'd have the trainer pull up to my crib, bro. Yeah. Fuck it. I'd hire one of my friends, and I'd be like, yo, you're my trainer now. You know what I'm saying? You got a business, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to pay you to be my personal trainer, and we're going to go on runs. We're going to lift. We're going to do all this shit.
Even if we just go on runs and lift a couple days a week, bro, get yourself a chef that makes keto taste good.
That's what I'm saying. You saw that streamer Phantom literally just had a heart attack from being fat.
Exactly.
He's young, though. I feel like he doesn't understand.
The niggas is, bro. I think some people... Fitness...
You think Phantom plays sports, bro?
I think he needs to. I'm saying some people have never been active in their whole life and just don't see the value in it. I
misunderstood.
But I think that you're 100% right. If you get money, the first thing that you should put in order is your health. And it is so easy because like you said, if I get money, I want a chef more than anything else. Because that would just make my life so easy. Because I would love to eat healthy if it tasted good.
You just reminded me.
You know what I'm saying?
I got to get a gym membership now.
Why?
Because we don't.
Moving in with your bum ass.
Yeah, moving in with you. We don't have a gym, buddy.
Sony.
Fair enough.
Wow, you're doxing yourself again?
I got to be really...
That's fine. I just know that project we're not talking about.
Yeah, you did dox us. But fair enough, I gotta...
Nigga, it's in our bios.
Oh, God, I got to go to the Sony gym, bro. Consistently.
Get LA Fitness with me and Jeff.
Ooh, everyone else uses Equinox. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, bro, that shit is so expensive, but I understand.
Equinox if you want.
No, I'm not going to do... I don't what? It's not that I... At this point, I could technically afford Equinox, but I think it's a waste of money.
It is a waste of money for sure, bro. I think that it's a waste of money to fucking do Planet or like you could do Planet Fitness, and it accomplishes all of your goals.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Like I'm very much so off the bougie gym wave. Just because I worked at a bougie gym for years,
okay,
and it's not as clean as you think. Mm-hmm. Like them niggas don't really be like doing no deep cleans and shit. You know, it's like if you have all the machines, what more do I need?
I think people go to Equinox for the social aspect.
100%.
And to feel like they're part of something that others are not. And it's also just like a nice, clean gym. They got a sauna, a spa. Like, they make smoothies for you. You got to pay for those smoothies.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I went one time, bro, and I was like, this is dope. But I feel like I got to pay for a lot of things that should already be free.
If you get it for free, like when I was working at, Lifetime Fitness?
Yeah.
I worked at a Lifetime. So I had the free membership all throughout high school. That was fire. You know what I mean? Like I was happy with it. But then when it got time to actually pay after seeing like I'm like, it's not worth the extra dollar amount. You know what I mean? Because you start getting into the hundreds, right? For that. It's like $200 a month for a membership monthly.
Sorry, only thing I heard was that could I work at Equinox right now?
And Jeff said that. Jeff
do I have enough? Time? Do I have enough free time?
No. Why would you work at? You would work at Equinox just for the membership?
Yes.
That don't make no sense.
It's right across from the lot.
I would never. I'm past the point of doing jobs like I've just done job. Have you ever done a job like that?
Equinox?
Like just work? Yeah, like that.
I used to work in restaurants.
Okay, so yeah. That type of work experience was so ass. I would never want to do that again or put myself through that.
It's just ass if people are rude. But to be honest,
people are always rude, especially
those
rich entitled people.
But
I disagree.
The high end ones, if they're rude, whatever, but they tip well.
How long were you? Bro, how long were you doing that for?
Oh, I really only did it summers. I wasn't like I need to do this like
from literally like 15 to 18, 15, it was like camp counselor, lifeguard vibes. Up until 18, I was working those type of jobs. That was terrible.
So you did summers too?
Just the way you get talked to. No, during the year still.
Oh, that's terrible.
That shit was trash, bro.
sorry
And like people just feel I don't know. I don't like when people tell me what to do already. But then when like I'm in employee mode and I have to be accommodating and someone's being a dickhead to me, it's like, yo, I fucking hate this.
So you chose to go into the music industry?
Yeah, a little bit of
that
freedom.
is so much worse.
You got to start from the bottom wherever, but at least here, like, there's a way for me to kind of get some clout and not have someone watching over me all the time.
You can't get clout in a restaurant or a gym job at all.
Yeah,
I see what you mean.
I don't know. You got to put some respect about it.
It's all service. It's all service.
Yeah, and a job is a job. I like working.
A life
though.
of service.
I don't think service jobs are nearly as hard. As somebody that I think has done both in my adult life, I don't think I've worked retail, I've worked manual labor, I've worked operations, and I don't think any of that is half as hard as the office job I had, just because of the amount you care and like the mental capacity that you have to put forth.
But it's more rewarding, so I don't mind doing it. I think that's my thing.
Exactly.
Like the reward wasn't worth it.
And that plays both ways. When you're lifeguarding, you don't give a fuck if your boss likes you as long as you don't get fired.
Type shit.
You know what I mean? So like you can slack off. You can slouch in the chair. You can push the limit as far as you want.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get fired.
Yeah.
But in a career, every moment is important because you need to be your best self.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I worked retail at a store where the primary customer base was Karens. Literally, it was like older, like white women. And I was treated terribly. I've heard everything somebody can say in a clothing store. But you realize it's your retail job. You tune out and smile. You know what I'm saying? And you say, oh yeah, we'll fix that. We'll fix that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't let it get to you.
I do agree. I think that we're uncovering a personal Miles issue. You know what I mean? That's just not my strong suit. I lose my mind at that shit, bro. But I'm hot headed.
At some point,
can I say something?
Yeah,
Spencer, I really admire you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Because I think you're like mind over matter in a way that I feel like I need to get to. But I don't know if I can personally. Like internally, I don't know if I could pull myself to that. I feel like if you're trying to do something, it doesn't matter how hard it is or how long it's gonna take. You're gonna get that shit done.
I appreciate that, bro. That means a lot.
Yeah, and you're also you're on some handyman shit, which I also don't think I'll be on ever. These are qualities that I want. Personally.
With the jobs, bro. For me, it was like I only care about the opinion of people I respect.
Yeah,
that's the only people I care about. I could care less what the clientele of the store I was working at thought about me.
Yes,
I look at you and I see you for what you are, buying a $200 of sweatpants that aren't even cool. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I feel bad for you. Not because you have a comfortable life or anything, but just because you're not cool. You know what I mean? And I think maybe it's a personal flaw, but I value coolness and trendiness over a lot of other things.
In my head, I just get like, though, like if they talk to you sideways, I'd be like, you're right. You're definitely right.
But you know, like I see that, bro, and I see a fucking NPC. I see a soulless like person that literally is so deranged in the head. If they're at that store that I was working at, you know the prices where I was at. Like if they're at that store buying that shit, I'm just like, yo, we're not even living in the same world. We're vibrating at different frequencies. We don't have to think about each other.
No, you're right.
You know,
that's why I literally opened. I was talking to you before, and I'm working on my anger. You know, I'm too quick to anger. That's a bad thing. You know, that's a sin. They say that in the Bible. You can't be quick to anger.
I think just don't let unworthy people anger you.
Yes.
Worthy people feel however I get that, but don't let people that don't fucking matter make you mad.
How do you guys feel that likes are now private on Twitter?
I'm glad.
I heard someone say huge day for friendly niggas with like girlfriends. You know what I mean? It's sus, bro. It's sus.
I don't get the move. I don't really care. I don't care if someone goes through my likes. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, they show up on the TL anyway.
I mean, Elon posted the little metrics. He's like, likes are up significant percent ever since they win. You know what I mean? People are just liking away because I think it's easier. I don't know why there's like a certain different feeling that people get from liking and bookmarking. Because it's like they're both just with the click of a button, and they're both like, if you wanted your likes to be private, you could just bookmark things.
They mean different things. I think it's a message.
But now no one could see them, so does it mean anything different than a bookmark?
It means it's the message to the person that tweeted it. I think that's what it means.
I think it's
a huge day for friendly niggas.
I think it's a message to the person that clicked the button.
Facts.
Because now you can actually bookmark things you want to go back to and like things that you like. Before, you bookmarked anything that you liked but didn't want people to see.
Yes.
And you liked things. Liking was like reposting because it would show up on their feed.
But now what's the difference between liking and bookmarking?
It's based on like, what do I want to support and what do I want to go back to?
But a bookmark, we know metrics.
Yeah.
Which one's more valuable for a page?
A bookmark.
So now, but I guess the common person maybe doesn't know that.
Yeah.
But for us, now that you know that one is more valuable to the creator and no one can see your likes, are you more encouraged to bookmark now instead of like?
No, I only
Okay.
Maybe I should be. I support my friends that are doing stuff with social media. I like, I comment, I share. But bookmarks are sacred. I only bookmark things that I want to go back to and things that we post. You know what I mean? Those are the only things I'll give that bookmark to.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't, let me not.
I was gonna say I've never. I don't think I have many things bookmarked besides like stuff I'm like, oh, I see this and I'm like, I want to talk about this on the pod.
Mm-hmm.
But I know niggas like Osei be on some freaky shit with the bookmarks.
I would say definitely bookmark the Drake Schmeat. Ring around the rosy.
Ring around the rosy. He didn't like that one. He didn't like that one. Needless to say, Osei, are you gonna be liking more women's pics or less? On Twitter.
Honestly, I know this is a cop-out. I'm not really on Twitter for that. I'm more on Twitter for the funny stuff. Instagram is where you like pictures, bro.
Do you like a lot of stories?
Of course.
Yeah. You seem like that.
Is that wait, hold on. Is that a bad thing? What's wrong
to
with
like a lot
stories?
of stories? I don't think liking a story is bad.
On
It depends on what story you're
It's
liking.
a good story.
Liking a story is one of the best things you can do to maintain your network.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like a casual way to like keep in touch with people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Like away.
Do y'all be watching porn?
all right. It's over.
I'm just genuinely curious.
Hot takes, guys. Hot takes.
I already gave my hot take.
You guys aren't
Hot
going to answer?
takes. You have a hot take. Oh, Rihanna's back in the studio. How do you feel about that?
You literally just said you didn't want new Rihanna music.
You know, I was like, I wouldn't be mad if she never dropped again. Now she's like, oh, Miles.
Miles be flip flopping.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I
I
didn't even
mean,
give my opinion yet.
Flip flopper.
How you know I flip flop?
You're a flip flopper, like Black Youngster said.
we should never expect nothing less than greatness from Rihanna. So I'm personally very excited about new Rihanna music.
I feel like Rihanna never started the album. I feel like she was just chatting.
She has like a bunch of songs that she.
I think
exactly,
definitely, but I don't think there was ever anything that was R9, as niggas are allegedly calling it.
R9 is so funny.
I think that Rihanna's just been making music, and now she might be like thinking about locking in, but I still wouldn't.
I
wouldn't
hope
get my hopes up.
No, don't get your hopes up, and I hope Rihanna knows that if what she's recording is anything less than anti, I'll say, you don't need to drop it. I hope she knows that there isn't a pressure on her. I love if she feels creatively inspired and she's in the studio, write that music, make that music, create.
How would you gauge that though? As Rihanna, you can't gauge it.
No, you can. You can.
Bro, she didn't even know anti was anti before it dropped.
I agree 100%.
I think she did.
There's no way she could gauge that, bro.
Yes, you can.
You could be like, oh, this is a great album. But you don't know what the impact is going to have.
Even if we don't like the Rihanna album, Rihanna could be in her head saying, this is my best work ever. We've seen that all the time.
She could be, but you guys are creatives. You guys have made stuff.
Yeah.
You know when you make something that's fire.
And I think that artists think that they've made fire, and it wasn't fire to us, but it was still fire to them.
I agree, but I don't think they've ever made something that they didn't think was fire that everyone loved.
Yeah, but I think Rihanna, I think she just needs to put out whatever she's gonna put out. Like, it doesn't need to, if she wants to drop music. But I don't think there's she's given us so many hits, you know what I mean? Like, if Rihanna decided to drop her experimental album, I'd be welcome to that. Because at this point, it's like, fuck it, bro. You've done so much shit, accomplished so many things. Let me hear you get weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck it, even if it's not the best shit ever.
Get freaky.
I disagree a little bit. That's okay.
I agree a little bit.
What? He keeps mocking me every
My
month.
bad.
I thought Laser Dim first.
Literally.
That's Miles.
That's Miles.
Literally.
That's
So
Miles.
you wasn't seeing what he was trying to do, right?
No.
You heard how he was like, I'll be the first one on the pod. I'm just like, yo.
I agree with Spencer.
Well, just because nobody had claimed it on the pod yet.
Claim what? That's what I'm saying. There ain't nothing to claim.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. It's not claiming something. But nobody on the pod had said they enjoy Laserdisc music.
You said you like one song. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, and I'm the first to say I liked anything. Miles, just because you are aware of something, it is literally your job to be aware of everything. So you don't just get dominion over everything you're aware of because you have increased analytics and the ability to find stuff.
The mistake is niggas stepping out and acting like they.
Well, you're the one that stepped out and acted like that when I said that I like Laserdisc.
You didn't say that.
When I said I like Laserdisc and I was the first one to talk about it, you were the one that said, well, actually, I made a playlist.
I think that I go against the culture of people wanting to be the first to listen to something. I think that that's what
And you go against that culture by being like, oh, actually, I listened to it first.
Okay, because do you ever see me step out and do that even when I find a new artist before people?
No, and I wish you would.
I think you literally just
do
did
that.
You did today.
No, Miles does it. Miles loves the backtrack. He loves to say, well, I was talking about that 4 months ago. I wish you would champion young artists on this podcast. I wish you would find something dope and uplift them and say, yo, this new young artist dropped a song.
Isn't that what StereoVision is for?
I just talked about Overcast last week with his new song, Payment Group. We played it on the stream.
Oh, that's
I started out with Sparkeem last time, bro. I fucking played Florida Baby the first second I heard it on the stream.
But you playing
I always do this.
I wish you would talk about shit.
And I do talk about shit.
You didn't talk about Florida Baby?
Oh my God. I did, literally.
When?
I make mention in passing of things.
On the pod. I wish you would talk about it on the platform where we speak directly to camera and people value our opinion.
I say that and I playlist it.
Okay, but that's not... Okay.
You know? Hey. What's your hot take, Spencer?
Because they will burn theirs during this episode.
Burned is crazy.
You know? What is it?
They burn that shit. I'm the only one with level cards in my hand. You don't even like Laserdisc. Yeah.
Neither do you.
I think that next year in 2025, McGee is going to have a similar year to Steve Lacy when he dropped Bad Habit. I think he's going to become a certified pop star. I think he's going to move from deco art, you know.
You be using words that don't exist. What is deco art?
I misused it. It's art deco. It's art deco.
What is McGee?
Let me say it again.
You know McGee.
I think he's gonna move from art deco, super niche, vibey music into the mainstream next year, and he's gonna be like hailed, and he's gonna have a top 10 hit.
I have to listen to the music for the album of the year thing because he dropped something this year.
Yeah, early in January.
I think he's on it. Like I see more bubbling shit about him. Like there's been some rumors, like there's been some like industry people. What are they comparing to? Eric Clapton? Or did
Eric Clapton talked about him as the most. Eric Clapton compared him to Prince.
Yeah,
which was hilarious because Eric Clapton. If you know Eric Clapton, you know that we don't listen to Eric Clapton. We don't trust anything Eric Clapton says. But it was still crazy to hear probably the third best guitarist of all time compare him to a top 10 guitarist of all time.
And I mean, not for nothing. I mean, he's a Frank Ocean guy.
Yep.
I wasn't aware of that till I heard people talking about it, and I'm like, what? Like, why is he that? So I mean, he has the talent to be one of those people, but like, I don't know what his what would his bad habit be? Like,
he hasn't made it yet.
You know what I mean? But like, I think Steve Lacy, even though like he didn't have it yet, he had like the internet, he had Dark Red, some like. There was inklings of like, oh, maybe this could be a hit, a little bit more accessible. I haven't heard a McGee accessible song, but I also haven't listened. Does he have things like that feel more accessible?
No, but I don't think Steve did either. What do you think was Steve's hit? You can't include the internet.
No, so Dark Red, some like that. The demos, while it was unknown, I think that showed someone who could make more versatile music or more appealing.
It showed
music.
Somebody that could take a next step and make a hit.
I just don't like
and what was the other one you said? Dark Red.
Yeah,
those aren't hits. They're great songs. But they would not ever be hits, no matter how much exposure they got. Am I wrong?
I think that when Bad Habit blew up, the next one to go was Dark Red.
Dark Red had already went on social media.
It didn't go.
Yes, it already went. It already went before Bad Habit.
Over a B. Dark Red. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know if McGee has a song that's gonna go over a B, based off what I've heard now. I don't think he has anything that people could retroactively go back to and take to a B like Steve Lacy did.
But you just admitted that you haven't even listened to the album.
But Let me
Right?
finish.
Right?
Let me finish. But I think he has the talent 100% to get there. And I 100% am going to go back. But that's why I was asking you. I feel like he doesn't have anything like that on his current music. And you agreed with that, yes or no?
I agree.
That's all I wanted to hear. I appreciate that.
But I do think 2025, wait and see. Top 10 hits.
No, that's a hot take. That's a very good hot take. Jose, do you have anything to leave the people with before we get out of here?
Oh, we forgot to talk about something.
What?
Playboi Carti got leaked.
Album?
It started with the Travis Scott song, and then they leaked the Yeet song. This happened today.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see this.
Yeah, so somebody has all of I Am Music and is threatening to leak all of it. They leaked the Travis Scott feature, and they leaked the Yeet feature. And they're threatening to leak the whole thing, and they probably will.
We're paused.
Yo, the powers that be.
Yeah, maybe we don't talk about it.
Definitely talk about it.
It's just, you know, they somebody has the album, they leaked the Travis Scott song, they leaked the Yeet song, and they're threatening to leak the whole thing. They dropped a track list that was 21 tracks with question marks over each song. And they're just basically threatening to drop all the music.
This happened before a whole lot of red, so I wouldn't be shocked if it happened.
I hope Carti gives him a bag. To be honest, because did you watch the Bryson Tiller KTO interview?
No.
Arshawn asked a really interesting question about the fact that the most recent Bryson project, I forget what it's called, but the most
Bryson Tiller.
This is the Bryson Tiller project had been leaked, and apparently Bryson had to pay off the man that had these songs. Basically, whoever like stole these songs, like reached out to the manager and was like, "Hey, I have all this music. Send me X amount of money, or I'm releasing it." And they paid him and dropped the project.
Did he say how much he paid?
No. I hope Carti pays, bro, because I really think I Am Music could be his best project, just based on the IG snippets that he's released and based on his aura. I really think it could be his best project.
I guess he's gonna have to give back the money he stole from Aiden Ross.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. He give back the Aiden
gotta,
money.
put it back in the
karma.
universe. Honestly, but yeah, I hope it doesn't happen. I want to hear that album. This nigga disappeared in the middle of a rollout, bro.
Literally.
The fuck is that? But
somebody said he's in a cave playing rock paper scissors with Kanye West. I believe it.
Thank y'all for watching, man. Make sure to check out our top 10 albums of the year and songs of the year list coming out next, bro. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace. Good shit.